All right. Welcome, everybody, back to another session of Whispers in the Woods. Now, it feels like it's been a really long time, even though hasn't been all that long, just because of the way that schedule last week ended up. So I will try to do my recap as best as possible. But I'm back now from my little weekend off, and streams should be resuming as normal as long as everything works out for the players, of course. So Sunday and then Monday after it, we should be back to the other campaigns, even though we had to miss them this week. So look forward to that. I don't think I have any more bookkeeping to do. Thank you for the follow, Tiny Golden Hamster. It's a good username. And welcome. Let's get right into our recap. So, the party, with the strange sigils etched into the back of their hand, eventually, after finding several leads through assassins that attempted to kill them, made their way to Upperloft, the hidden city of the Fae, in an attempt to learn more about what these sigils were, what they meant, and why they were on their hands. And along their way, they learned that the client, the person who hired those assassins to kill them in the first place, is a mysterious figure by the name of Beira. Now, the reason Beira was so elusive was that she seemed to be slipping in between planes, something that proved to be quite difficult for the party to follow, which is why they sought out Upperloft, as they were told by the spirit of the forest that the Fae in Upperloft may be able to assist them. Once they arrived in the treetop city of Upperloft, they were told to meet with the Lord Regent in charge of the city, who quickly ushered them over to speak with what he called the Elders, which turned out to be the Summer Court, a council of Archfey. And upon speaking with the council of the Summer Court, the party learned that the sigils on the backs of their hands meant that they had been chosen, if you will, though not by any specific means, more by fate itself, to be champions of the fair folk, the people of Fae origin. The Summer Court, you see, is waning in power, growing weaker with every passing day, as Beira, this mysterious figure, is slowly leeching their power away using a mold that she is infecting the forest with. The Summer Court tasked the party with stopping Beira by slipping the veil, if you will, by passing between planes into the Feywild to seek her out, and I believe they said at the minimum stop her growth of the mold, but should the opportunity present itself and they feel themselves capable, attempt to put a stop to Beira as well. And we ended the session last time with the Summer Court restoring the bond between themselves and their champions, as each member of the Summer Court had a champion in the past, though they have long since disappeared. And upon restoring that bond, each of the party members saw a brief vision of a past champion. With the bond now restored, the party is now considered Fey touched, or in other words, considered Fey for all intents and purposes when dealing with matters of the Feywild and with the Whisperwild itself, the forest where Upper Loft is located, as well as they leveled up. So where we get right back into it, you guys were still talking with the Summer Court, but I don't know if you guys wanted to talk about what you did with your level or not, so that you can know what each other are capable of.
Yeah, we can go left or right, I guess, in order. You want to go first, Martos?
Obviously, I went with Orcish Fury. It's the only orc trait I could get. So I just do some extra damage.
Is it like an extra die, or I forget exactly
Yeah.
what that one is.
When I hit, I can add another damage die to it. Only
Nice.
once for a short rest. So I must save it for some bad.
Yeah, it also gives you a little bit of a modifier to your relentless endurance as well.
Yeah. So I like if I go down, I can immediately fucking use my reaction to attack a bitch. Be like, ah!
Yeah, when you come back up with that 1 HP, you can use your reaction to smack a bit.
Good shit.
I'm going for King Taka next.
All right.
I took just +2 to dexterity. It's kind of boring, but it benefits me with my AC, with my skills that are primarily dex focused, and it gives me a +1 to hit and +1 to damage for my rapier and daggers.
Nice.
Yeah, ability
nice.
score increases are never a bad idea.
I think that's pretty nice.
Especially when it's dex.
Mm-hmm.
What about wits?
I got a few things.
Oh God.
All right, let's hear it.
Nice.
So I picked up the feat, Fey Touch.
Nice.
So with that, I was able to yeet another score, or make my charisma go up by 1, so now it's a +2. And with Fey Touch, I get Misty Step, and the other spell that I was able to pick up under its parameters was Charm Person. And those two I can cast once without using a spell slot per long rest. And then afterwards, I can still use them for spell slots. And the two other spells that I picked up just from leveling up, I got Rhymes Binding Ice and Detect Thoughts. And then I also got a cantrip, so I got Mage Hand.
Nice.
Sounds like a fun time.
I was about to say, you packed up.
I had spent so much time looking at the spell list because I had no idea. I was like, I get another one?
Big brain time.
And to be clear, I can't remember if you said it when you were describing or not. You can cast those spells with your spell slots as well, right?
Yeah, I can. It's just the first time I cast them, if I after a long rest, it doesn't take a spell slot.
Right, it's free the first time, then you can spend slots to continue. Okay, that's really good. Yeah,
and it's also convenient because I don't have to have them prepared separately either. They're just always prepared.
Yeah, always having a Misty Step on deck is very nice.
Yeah, that's why it actually made it hard for me to pick something else, because it was like, well, I could pick this, but Misty Step already kind of covers that.
Wits, did you prep some of those spells you just listed? You're still at 6 out of 7 spells.
I didn't prep them. I was gonna wait until our long rest.
Okay, gotcha. I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of that. It wasn't just.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think the last time we leveled up, I hadn't mentioned it, and we had decided I'd just do it at a long rest.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
no worries. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, what about Sybil?
Instead of the feat, I actually did +2 to wisdom. So now my modifier's higher, and hopefully, I'll be able to hit things for once.
That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah, but other than that, I got heat metal and
That one's
druid
fun.
craft because the druid in the party does not know druid craft, or at least didn't. And yeah, hopefully I'm gonna be able to do stuff like that one seed we found.
The hell does Druidcraft do?
It's like
A
making
lot.
plants grow and
Ooh. Can you make the plants in my bag grow
It's the
little
equivalent of a
flowers?
botany degree.
I probably could.
Fuck,
Jay,
yes.
could I make the plants in Mardos's bag just grow out of control or something?
Not to an insane extent, but you can kind of make plants accelerate their growth slightly with Druidcraft.
Aw.
The general wording is about flowers blossoming in seed pods and leaf buds and stuff like that, but I usually just allow any plant to grow a little bit just because I don't know, Druidcraft should have a little bit more to it.
I'm gonna start
Mhm.
putting seeds in my backpack now too. I got seeds.
The only limit is since it's a cantrip, it can't make a plant grow like 20 feet tall. You can't make yourself like a ladder out of a plant or anything like that. But you can make plants kind of slightly accelerate their growth, but probably not much beyond their own innate growth size. Your enemies list?
Yeah. I just looked over at my notes and all it says is enemy. Draven? Question mark?
Well,
And no one
at
else?
least there's a question mark.
Yeah, like I don't know when I did that, but I was like, he must have done something where I was like, he's an enemy now, possibly.
Ever since he's been all buddy with I already forgot his name because I can't remember names.
Too hot.
Yeah,
Gimbal?
Yeah, Gimbal. Yeah, ever since you've been awfully supportive of Gimbal.
That was what sketched you guys out about Draven?
I don't know when something obviously sketched me out. I was like,
See, every other case could be chalked up to. Yeah, he's just weird. but that
No, I'm with Draven. Like Gimbal, he was a beautiful man.
his double jump is
True.
cool.
All right. So, with that all kind of sorted, we can get right back into it. I believe where we left off, you had just restored the bond. I think you briefly asked a couple questions about champions and stuff like that. But let me give, for chat's benefit, another little intro to the Summer Court, since they seem slightly important. On the left, we have Nisendio, Lord of the Ents, and then Amarantha, the Lady of Antlers. And then we have Thersiasis, God King of the Sprites, Pyrosia, Queen of the Fairies, and Laurelena, Mother of Dryads. So, as you all experience that vision, which may be slightly confusing, a little bit disorienting, with the bond to the Fairfolk champions and the Summer Court restored, the members of the Summer Court look across at your ranks, and Nisandil is the first to speak, and he simply says, "Now then, have you any more questions?"
I believe I understand for the most part. We are to venture northwest to a patch in the Whisperweald called the Thornwoods, correct?
Indeed.
I see, and we shall find our way to the Feywild here.
Indeed. I believe we mentioned to speak with the Lord Regent before setting out, as he may be able to assist in your efforts to walk between planes.
Understood.
We understand that time is of the essence, but you must make sure that you are prepared before you make this endeavor. Do not rush blindly into danger, little ones.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm just going. Why did you pick me then? You obviously knew how I am. I don't know if you know this, but I jumped off a cliff a little bit ago. My ankle still clicks.
With our bond severed, we did not choose you, and we do not have knowledge of your exploits up until this point.
Then I did not jump off a cliff.
You jumped off a cliff.
He's
You just like learning the hard way. There's nothing wrong with that, Martos.
Thank you, Draven.
You're quite welcome.
Yeah, she takes risks. A lot of them.
Gotta live a little, guys.
Even the ones that aren't necessary.
Listen, that cliff was very welcome. Anyways, no cliff was ever involved with me. Why the fuck would you pick? Are you expecting us to save the whole Fae? Is that what's expected of us?
Sorry, what?
Are we expected to save the Fae? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Mm.
Woo! Confident in my ability.
Now then, we shall not take up any more of your time. We understand you must have preparations to make.
Oh yes, we do.
Thanks for unloading on us.
We are the absolute best group of people you could have chosen to do this. We promise.
2 thumbs up.
Well, I don't think any of that's true, but I'll do my best.
Yeah, might as well.
Your best is all we can hope for. Now then, shall we end our meeting?
Sure.
Very
Yeah.
well.
No, we're good.
All right.
Let's go kill some people and kill some mold. Yes.
Murder time. Let's go.
One of the other members of the summer court speaks up as you begin to prepare yourselves to depart the summer court's council chamber. And Pyrosia, Queen of the Fairies, says, good luck and safe travels. We hope for your safe return.
Good luck with your hand monster, ma'am.
Yes.
She doesn't say anything.
Whoops.
Read the room, Sybil.
God, we fucking offended them. Stepped off.
As you sort of gather yourselves and begin to turn away from the chamber, the members of the summer court, their images sort of blur and fade once more. Sort of the inverse of what they did when they appeared. Each slowly dissipating from the room.
Well, at least we know what these strange hand things mean now and what we are meant to do. I feel at least now that we have some direction for our fates, we can seek some comfort in that.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have to save a whole thing, and oh god.
It's a
Well,
big
to be fair, I thought
responsibility.
it was gonna be a scam, but since it's this, I guess this is better. Better use
You
of my
thought
time.
this was a scam?
Magic
Yeah.
Missile appears on hand.
I've seen
This
many
shit's
like it.
scam.
It's really elaborate, don't you think?
Yeah, well, I've seen it before. The only reason why I believe this one's because I couldn't get off my hand.
Well, I'm ready to
You
kill
have
some
a
people.
strange life, Wits.
For real, I don't know what you've been getting into, Wits, but you just got some stories to tell.
It's a bountiful one.
So the four of you turn from the summer council chambers and make your way back down that long rope bridge towards the ant markets. And part of the way down, you run into Bruna again, who is just waiting patiently. And she just sort of looks at you all as you approach and says, "Done already?"
Yep.
Indeed.
Well then, I won't pry as to what they asked of you. It's not my business.
We're gonna be your saviors.
Mm-hmm. She just sort of shoots you a slightly confused look, but continues to walk with you down the rope bridges back towards the ant markets.
Alrighty then. I assume we better figure out what we want to purchase here as we gear up.
1 second. How much was that
A lot.
armor again? Yeah, it was a lot.
100 gold.
Like 100.
Damn it.
Well, you see, Sybil, everything is cheaper for me.
No. No, we're not. No.
It's haggling time.
Oh, I thought you meant he was going to steal it. It wouldn't be the first
Oh,
criminal
no.
activity you've committed.
You know, as I may do like to commit in thievery every now and then, but considering that essentially the elders of this people just anointed us their champions, I feel like that'd be a lot harder to get away with, wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
No,
very
it would
difficult.
probably be easier. We have a title now. We could just say that we deserve it and they gave us permission.
Yes.
But I don't recommend that we do that.
Well, I'm sure the big tree man right there, who probably can hear us talking over here right now, probably wouldn't appreciate that.
Friendly wave.
Yes, that's why I recommended that we not do it, even though we could.
Several branches wave back.
Woo! New friend.
It's like, yeah, I heard you, but you're good. Alrighty then. So, let's see. We want to get Sybil's armor for 100. What else was being offered? I remember there was, what was it, a bracelet that could summon a dragon or something?
What's happening now?
I do not have the magic items in my notes, so I don't remember.
Pretty sure there was like a bracelet that had 2 charges that could summon like a, what was it, a fey dragon or something?
Yeah, you got the gist of it.
Yeah. That was like 40 gold, right?
Something like that. I can
Okay.
find it. I'll make you go around and RP talk to all the merchants again. So if you do have anything. I think there's only
For
one
sure.
merchant you didn't really talk to.
Yeah.
We don't
Hey.
want no tea.
The armor for Sybil is priority, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Anything left over, you can go for whatever else.
You know, if we stay here one more day, I might be able to try getting some more gold with the berries again. I think I can feasibly make it to 50 before we leave, maybe?
Hmm.
I respect the hustle, Sybil.
Yeah. Although I totally could have gotten 40 out of it if you let me do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you do it next time. I'm not very good at this.
Well, now it probably won't work because you already sold to her for 20, so she knows that you're willing to sell for 20.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dang
she's
it.
Well, what's the difference today?
They're more potent today.
Today was extra bad.
Alrighty then. Let's go see if I can persuade her down a little bit on her price.
I help.
Excuse me, miss. I believe you were selling some armor for my friend here.
Oh, yes. Are we looking
Yes.
to purchase that then?
Yes. How much did you say it was again?
100 gold.
100? I don't remember
Yes.
you saying 100.
No, I certainly said 100. It was only just moments ago.
Well, you see, I don't have the greatest memory, but I could have sworn the last time we talked you said it was lower than that.
Well, lucky for you, I do have a good memory.
Oh, well, that's fortunate. Well, you see, we are about to embark on quite the adventure, and so we would like to purchase it. However, could we maybe negotiate on the price some?
Well, what did you have in mind?
Well,
Sorry, that was making me laugh. It's been only 15 minutes in real life time, so.
Are you telling me that conversation that we have at the Fey Champion, or not the Fey Champions, the
The
Fey
summer court.
Elders? Yeah, you tell me that didn't last 2 weeks.
So what did you have in mind then?
Well, let's see. Would you be willing to trade anything, perhaps? Maybe some gold and some trade?
All right, well, it would depend on what you were offering. I am a tailor and clothes merchant by trade.
Just okay. Just seeing if that'd be an option at all. I know some people don't like trading at all.
Of course, yes. If there's something that I'd have an interest in, that I might be able to turn around and sell in my own shop, or even something that might personally interest me, then I suppose I might consider it, yes?
Let's see. How about 60 gold?
Plus some iron knuckles.
She just kind of looks off to the side past Wits. Is this part of our deal? Is she with you?
What did
I'm with him.
I have some iron knuckles from sessions ago.
Oh, you mean her?
Okay.
I can throw in a
Hey.
metal shield as well and a dwarven dagger. Surely a rarity around these parts.
What's is gonna cast message to Draven? Don't put all your cards down on the table yet.
Draven responds, "It's literally junk. I was planning on throwing it away."
Cast message again. Hey, another man's trash, another man's treasure. And this could be treasure to anyone here.
Are you two
Well,
all right?
what?
You've just been staring at each other for quite some time.
They do that a lot. They like each other.
Well, in regards to your offer, I'm not particularly a weapons merchant.
What do
I'm
I do with
more just sell clothing, so I wouldn't really have an incredible amount of use for iron knuckles or daggers, and, well, personal use. I don't think either of them are quite my size, and I'm not a violent person myself. Though, let's have a look at this shield. Sometimes folk come around here looking for armor, and I suppose shields fit that bill.
Right. Draven will place the plain metal shield, not his golden one,
Of course.
on the desk there.
Well, it's not horrible craftsmanship.
Indeed, it has served me quite well until I had this new one commissioned.
I suppose I could add this to our trade offer. What do you think would be fair for this shield?
Draven immediately looks at Wits.
Well, you see, we were able to get this shield for 40 gold. We got it in the city, you know. We got it in the city, you know. In the city, everything's a little more expensive, but
Which city?
in my experience, has been a little more finer quality.
Which city?
Hanatuaria, of course.
I'm not been myself.
Yeah, I'm not touching this. It's all up to Wits.
She looks lost in thought for a moment and just sort of considers. You can make a persuasion check for me, with.
All right. Oh, fuck.
What the fuck, Wit?
Not great.
So I feel like I got an ability score increase on charisma.
You said 30 gold you bought this for?
No, 40.
40? I'm gonna make a roll for her. I'm afraid you may have been ripped off, friend.
Well, you know how cities can be. They always charge more for things.
Yes, if I sold something for that amount here, I don't think I'd have many customers.
Well, how about this? How about you are a tailor, right?
Indeed.
How about I throw in the sets of fine clothes that I have?
I suppose that would be interesting. Let's see them.
Yeah,
and as for the shield, I'm not going to take anything near 40 for it, but I would say around more like 8 would be reasonable.
Wow.
Well, how about, could I persuade you to maybe bump it up a little bit to maybe 15?
How about 10? I can't really go much higher than that.
Alright, that's fair enough.
Alright, well, just leave the shield on the table here and let's have a look at those clothes you mentioned.
Witz will pull out the fine clothes that he has stored in his bag.
Yeah, Draven. Alright, well, stitching looks good and they're in good condition. I don't see any ripped seams or dirt on it.
But yes, I take very good care of my equipment.
I could knock off another 10 for this as well.
Witzel kind of be in thought for a second.
All right.
Could you maybe, how about 15?
Mm, uh, 15. I don't know if I can go quite that high. You see, in Upper Loft, the amount of folk I can sell this to is a little bit limited, as small little sprites like myself and fairies don't really have much need for it, and while those like the centaurs and all the cloven hoof, they only need, well, mostly half the clothes. So it does limit who I can sell something like this to, and we don't get visitors from out of town all that often. I could maybe go to 12, but not much higher.
Okay. 12 will do.
Very well then. The shield and the fine clothes then. I'll knock that off the price of the armor you were interested in.
Here, we have another item that we might be looking to sell. However, I can run it by you if you're interested, but since you did not seem interested in the other items, I assume you probably wouldn't be. It's a Flask of Invisible Ink.
It's not my typical type of wear. I mostly deal in clothes. I suppose you could go and talk with one of the other merchants. Perhaps at the oddities shop. They might be a little more interested in it than I am.
Ah, yes, I figured. Would you mind if we run over there real quick?
I wouldn't mind. You can just leave your things here and come back in a few moments.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, you wind your way around to the oddities merchant. Go ahead.
Hello there, miss.
Oh, hello. Did you change your mind about buying some items?
Actually, we came to make an offer. I have an item you might be interested in.
All right, I suppose I'll have a look at it.
It is a flask of invisible ink.
Well, yes, let me have a look at it.
I'll hand it to her. And I can demonstrate it for you if you wish.
Yes, how exactly does it work?
Alright,
Otherwise,
so-
I suppose it would just be water, wouldn't it?
Yes, of course. It's kind of difficult to show here, but I'll try my best. Which will kind of flip to the very back of his little book, and he'll take the quill and he'll dip in ink, and he'll just kind of scribble like a bunch on it on the page.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, so you see here, that there's nothing on this page after me writing on it, correct?
Yes, it certainly looks as though you haven't used ink at all.
Yes. However, and then Witzel kind of like put his backpack like on the table and then put the book in his bag to kind of like cover it from the light. He says, now take a look inside. You should be able to faintly see it.
She kind of flutters a little closer and cranes her neck to get a better look. Yes, sort of a soft blue glow. I see.
Yes, so in the dark, it'll reveal itself.
Yes, darkness is the trigger. I suppose it might be a good fit for my shop.
Now, I've used this ink from time and time again, and it's proven quite useful for me, and I'm sure whoever I sell this to will prove it quite useful, so I'm asking for maybe 35 gold.
35 gold. Might be a little bit high. How about shall we say 12?
12 is kind of difficult for me to part with. Maybe 20.
Make another persuasion for me.
21.
Ooh.
All right. I suppose 20 will do.
All right then.
She begins to kind of rifle around in some of the small boxes she has back in her stall, and then gathers up a coin purse and begins to count out coins for you, which are of course a little bit large for her. More like large plates. But she quickly stacks them up and says, "All right, here you are."
All right. Pleasure doing business with you.
And you as well. Nothing else you were interested in buying? Just the selling today?
Not at the moment. But we may swing around. There was a item we were trying to get, and we wanted to see what other items we could sell off.
Of course. Well, come on back if you change your mind.
Of course. All right. I guess we should best get heading back to the tailor.
All right.
Whitzel, while we're walking, Whitzel cast message to Sybil. See, I only wanted 5 for that. That's how you do it.
You ask them for a really high amount, and then they decrease it.
Oh, cast message again. Exactly. You always ask for more than you actually want.
Oh, okay.
Good, you're back.
Ah, yes, we were able to make a trade. So, what is it that we agreed on? We agreed on 10 for the shield, and was it 15 for the clothes?
No, it was 12.
Oh, 12. Oh, I'm sorry.
So if you trade those items in, then I can let the armor go for 78 gold.
All right, then. I think that sounds fair enough.
Very well.
Whitzel, give her 78 gold.
All right. She kind of counts out all the gold slowly. And then once she's satisfied, she sort of flutters back to where the armor is sitting back within her stall. And just kind of very slowly drags it. It's a little heavy. Would you mind?
Oh, yes, of course. You'll Whitzel grab it from her.
All right. Here you are.
All right, of course. Pleasure doing business.
Indeed. Come on back if you wish to purchase something else.
Of course. And Witz hands it to Sybil. All right, you better not break it now.
Absolutely not. Thank you for the help, by the way. Wait, how much did you pay her?
78.
Okay,
I had that much somehow.
here's 37.
Oh, okay.
I
Thank
don't
you.
have much more than that at the moment. But thank you so much for helping me with this.
Of course.
All right. So Witz hands you the armor made of sort of weaved together wood plates and leaves that sort of rattle and clank against each other like steel.
Nice.
All right, so then. I guess we could explore a bit more. We never went to this stall over here.
So is it just like tea?
Yes, I believe that was the tea server.
The merchant overhears you, Sybil, and goes, "Ah, not just tea, of course."
Is it magic tea?
Indeed. The tea that I sell here has small enchantments. They don't last forever, but when you partake in the drinking of the tea, then you will gain those effects.
Are like the tea leaves enchanted, or do you enchant the tea after you brew it?
It's the tea leaves themselves. So you can purchase the tea hot right from here if you're just looking for a warm beverage. But if you want to take the leaves with you and brew it yourself for more timely endeavors, then you can do so. Simply as your preference.
So, what does the magic tea do?
Well, the tea you see before you, I have a few different types. So, really, your preference. But right here, and she shows you some of the kind of warm tea that she's brewed up. She has kind of these small little glasses that she says, I can offer you a small taste if you wish, though it's more for the flavor rather than the magical effect. The amount I offer in my taste test, if you will, is not enough to grant you the enchantment, but enough to give you a sense of whether you like the taste at least.
Oh, well, I'll gladly taste.
Sure.
All right. Well, the one here on the left is a blackberry tea. You can try that if you wish. She just holds out one of the small little glasses for one of you to take.
Which I'll take it. Sip.
All right. So you take a small sip from the warm tea, and it has a very fruity taste. Definitely tastes of blackberries. And it has sort of this dark purple color to it. And she says, well, I'm not sure how familiar you all are with spell casting in general, but I've managed to impart some properties of a certain spell to the leaves of this tea here.
What spell is that?
That would be the Augury spell. Some say that drinking this tea gives you sort of, how do I describe it? Omens of sort about the actions you're about to take.
Like the
Sort of
creepy swamp man.
divinations within the tea leaves, if you wish. The next one in the middle here, that's a golden rooibos, and well, would anyone like to try this one?
You can feel free to try this time, Sybil.
Sure.
You take a sip from it, and it just has this very light and delicate flavor, and kind of fills you with warmth. And she says, people who drink this tea, they say it fills them with a sort of glow. Complexion clears, and you appear healthier and friendlier of sorts. People find that drinking this tea helps them. How do I describe it? Get along with others, I suppose.
Okay.
And the last one is I call it Evergreen Tea. Would anyone like to try this one?
Hey, look, Modest is green. You should drink it.
Yeah.
So the tea that you drink, Martos, tastes of mint and pine needles.
Oh man, I hate it.
And it sort of fills you with energy of sorts. You feel very awake all of a sudden. And folk who drink this tea say that it fills them with energy. It energizes them, and well, it improves their reaction time, I suppose you could say.
Just
Though
what she needs, apparently.
I will warn you, drinking too much of this tea can be a little bit unhealthy. So, in moderation.
Maybe we'll stay away from now on then, because she can't do anything in moderation.
Yeah.
Go big or go home. Go big or go home. No,
I
don't
see.
like them.
Well then, do you have any interest in any of the teas?
They taste lovely, except for that mint one. I would find it difficult.
That was the only one you tasted.
They all look lovely.
They're delicious. I think I'm good. I don't need no weird tea.
I think I'm
Lovely.
good for now.
Lovely weird.
I'm broke.
All right. Well, if any of you change your mind, come back, and just talk to me.
Of course. Wasn't one of them selling like a cool pipe or something?
Yeah, there was at the toy shop.
Oh. Do you remember how much that was?
I do not. I think it was fairly reasonably priced, though.
Yeah, I thought it was. I mean, I was probably going to haggle anyway, but...
Is there anything else we need before we depart?
I might want to get one of those pipes that you saw, just for fun.
No, right.
Sorry.
All right. You make your way back to the toy shop where the small little sprite merchant is waiting and greets you warmly. Welcome back. Was there something that caught your eye?
Oh yes, my friend here told me you were selling an interesting pipe.
Yes, of course. It's this right here. It's got an enchantment on it, you know.
Oh, yes, he told me about the enchantment. Could you show me?
Yes. Here, let me grab the one I have here for demonstration. She holds up this pipe and sort of braces it against the table slightly, as it's a little too large for her. And then she takes a long puff from it, and then when she exhales the smoke, it forms itself into the shape of a pirate ship that sails off towards you.
Oh wow, that's quite a neat little enchantment.
Yes, I thought so as well.
Mm-hmm. So, how much do you want for one of these?
For this, 5 gold.
5 gold? Okay, that's reasonable. Let's give her 5 gold.
All right, well then here you are. She gives you the one that she didn't just use.
All right, thank you.
Enjoy.
Gotta pay extra for that one.
Was there anything else that caught your eye, or just the pipe for today?
Just the pipe. Thank you.
All right, very well. Have a nice day.
Oh, you too. Honestly, I don't know why I thought it was 10 and I was going to haggle down to 5, but you already said it was 5. So I just said that's fine. Alright then. I'm all done, if y'all are.
Indeed.
All right,
Artist, is there anything left for you? Oh, sorry.
now you're good. Marta's perpetually upside down.
I can't get the taste of fucking mint out my mouth. But yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
All right then. Well, we haven't explored down this way. And he kind of points down to this bridge over here. Would y'all like to go explore?
I will follow along with the party. However, I feel that we must not dilly-dally too long. The summer court did seem quite insistent that we get on the move.
They're also insisting that we make sure we're prepared, so we'll probably end up resting here for the night. It's isn't it like late afternoon or evening at this point?
Yeah, something like that. We'll say
Yeah.
yes.
I'm pretty sure it was with all the stuff we've done so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably should rest up for the night and make sure we're all ready before we head off. So, all right then. I guess we'll move along. And Witz will kind of wave up to Holly. Hey, Holly, are you gonna come with us?
Yeah, I'll come along. Where are we going?
Wherever this way is, and he'll point back over to this rope bridge over here.
Chops off the string of lanterns she was sitting on and just lands on your shoulder. All right, then let's get going.
Oh, okay.
So the four of you, with Holly accompanying, make your way down the the rope bridge that you have not previously gone down, and you see up ahead of you, in the distance, another one of those buildings, built kind of nestled amongst the tree branches in a particularly sturdy-looking tree. And all along kind of the outside of it, you can see mushrooms and fungi growing. And before you, at the end of the rope bridge, is a set of doors. And sort of within those doors is a small kind of circular window, sort of about head height on the door. All right, so I'm assuming going inside.
Sorry, yeah.
All right. Then you make your way through the set of double doors into another sort of garden, if you will. Actually, let me copy you guys first. I'm almost certain you weren't saved from last time. And within this garden, similarly to the Dryad home, the floor is sort of a little box of dirt from which many plants grow. Though you are currently standing on sort of a raised up wooden walkway, sort of a boardwalk up above the dirt. And as you look around the room, you see mushrooms, giant mushrooms, much like those in the fungal grove, growing all throughout the room. And nestled up on the top of these mushrooms, you can see tiny little furniture small beds, tables. In the sort of bell of one of these massive mushrooms sits a candle which gives off some light. And fluttering about between the mushrooms, you can see small little sprites. Oh, you probably shouldn't be here. No. Oh. And some of them kind of stop for a moment to take notice of you and just sort of stare at you, cocking their heads to the side with curiosity before they are kind of snapped back into their task at hand and bustle about again once more.
Little guys look neat. They're over.
They are adorable. Oh my god!
You want to steal one?
You think they heard you say that, Martis?
I think so. Friendly wave.
Some of the sprites kind of stop as you wave at them, and they just sort of stare at you for a moment, and then wave small little arms made of leafy appendages, and then continue about on their way.
No, I too sleep on mushrooms.
Yeah, she has.
Oh, you have something in common.
Look at me making friends.
On the far side of the room, you can see another set of doors with similar small little windows at about head height. Off to your right, sort of on the far side of the room, as well as to the south as well.
So, Holly, where does these doors lead to?
It's been a while since I've been to the Sprite Hive. I think to the kitchens, I believe.
Okay. And what about all the way down here? Do you remember?
Well, heading past here, that'll get us to Fairy Haven, of course.
Okay.
Fairy Haven would be where my home is. Though
Oh,
I can't really invite any of you over. You won't fit.
understandable. Not the first time I've been told that.
Damn, I should have picked up enlarged / reduce.
Would have been really cool.
I didn't think of that.
I might be able to fit in there. I turned into something really small.
Turn into an ant.
As you kind of walk your way along, Holly just goes, "Do you want to go get some food from the kitchens? I'm starving."
Kitchens?
Oh, yeah. I could use a bite.
We about to mug a kitchen.
Driven has a skeptical look on his face as he makes his way towards the kitchen, assuming what's going to be in there.
All right.
Plants.
It's gonna be plants. Well, that'd be cannibalism. So
We're gonna walk in there. There's gonna be like a giant like chicken roast just sitting in the middle of the room, and Draven's just gonna lose his mind.
All right. Then you make your way through this other set of double doors, and find yourself in a hallway made of sort of twisted up branches and roots. And as you stand in this hallway, you find it to be rather narrow. In fact, as it continues along, it gets narrower and narrower, both on your sides as well as on your head as well. And so you begin to have to sort of duck as you begin to progress along it.
I'm 6 feet tall. I don't know how far I can get in here before I get wedged.
Holly, do you think we'll even be able to fit in here?
Well, I suppose I didn't think about that. It's not a problem I usually have. Yes, I suppose some of you might be a little too big.
A little.
Sit.
Well, Sybil can go with you. She can wild shape into a rabbit.
Oh yeah, I could.
I'll wait with you, Martos. I suspect nothing inside that area will be appealing to me anyway.
Do you think, Holly, do you think any of the food in here is going to be big enough for any of us?
Well, maybe. I suppose we can go and see.
Okay.
We'll wait out here then, since we can't turn into rabbits.
Alright, form of rabbit. Let's go.
He does like a Power Ranger stance.
Like magical girl transformation.
Except it's like a pop sound that just comes rabbit.
Alright, where in the world did I put that? Oh, there it is. Alright. You transform yourself into a rabbit and are now far, far smaller. Though still a little bit bigger than Holly. That's a pretty neat trick there. Rabbit thumbs up. Should we get going then?
Jay? I
Yeah.
can't move the token.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry. Here we go. There you go.
Thank you. I couldn't eat all these out. Oh man.
And you make your way further along this corridor as things begin to narrow, to the point where you almost certainly would not fit if you were your normal size. Oh. Where'd you go?
Oh,
Yeah.
where did I go?
When I click and drag, there we go. When I click and drag and you guys move at the same time, it occasionally slingshots you outside of the map. So that's what occurred there. All right. You make your way down to the end of the hall and find yourself in a kitchen.
Oh, more of these little dudes.
Where the small little forest spirits that you've seen before are bustling about and preparing some food, which is all quite larger than they are. And Holly kind of walks away in and just sort of waves at one and goes, "Hello, fella. Just gonna borrow some food. Is that all right?" And the little barkling just kind of looks at Holly, and then nods its head, rattling around the contents of the sort of walnut head that it has, and then just sort of gestures with its hands at the entire wide kitchen. And Holly sort of looks back towards you, Sybil, and says, all right, I suppose that's permission. Just grab something that catches your fancy, I suppose. And Holly is just going to snag some strawberries. So throughout the kitchen, glowing in the light of the warm but rather small hearth, is several large apples, which in this size Sybil are quite large, as well as mushrooms. You should be slightly bigger, I believe, in relation to rabbit size, but we'll do that.
Expanded.
As well as some mushrooms, strawberries, and a rather large cabbage in the corner that this barkling is busy sort of cutting long slices off of the leaves with a scythe. So you can take something that appeals to you.
How about an entire apple?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that's the extent of what we're gonna be able to accomplish here today.
You grab one of the large apples and kind of drag it along with your teeth off down onto the wooden floor. And Holly kind of makes her way back towards you, and she's carrying in her arms just a large strawberry that's basically the size of her. And she says, all right, ready to go? I suppose I could help you roll it.
Yep.
And she just sort of keeps using her foot to sort of kick the apple and roll it down the hall as you assist her in pushing it. And she just kind of gives one last wave towards the barklings and says, thanks, which they return a small little rattle and then resume their business as you roll the apple back down the hallway. The others, as you wait in the narrow corridor, eventually see the White Rabbit and Holly make their way back down the hall. The rabbit is rolling a large apple in front of it, and Holly is just sort of wobbling back and forth, carrying a huge strawberry in her arms. And as she makes her way back towards you, Holly just goes, yeah, good haul this time. This will last about a few days, at least.
How much food would last me that long?
I'm gonna change back now. That's alright too.
Mhm.
Thank you. You got a whole apple, guys.
I think Witz has 2 of those in his backpack. Yeah, he does.
Driven says very condescendingly to Sybil, "Wow, an entire apple. Good for you, Sybil."
An entire apple. Yeah.
We won't starve through winter now.
Witz will just see Holly waddling around with this strawberry, says, oh, sorry, here, let me help you. And he'll just like put his hand on the ground, like expecting her to stand on it.
She steps up onto your hand.
And then he'll like lift her up and then put his hand like next to his shoulder so that she can get on his shoulder.
She hops back onto your shoulder and says, you want a bite? Waving the strawberry at her. At you.
No, thank you. I'm sure if I took a bite, that would have in your time you get to eat it.
All right, suit yourself. Where do you want to go next?
All right, well, I guess we can head to where the fairy reside.
All right. You make your way back out into the central area of the Sprite Hive. and walk your way to the south toward the Fairy Haven. We should take a small break as we're sort of an hour and a half in, and we're transitioning between areas, so it's a good time to do it.
All right.
So just a little 2-minute break. Go do what you need to do, and we will be right back. That applies to you too, chat.
Get some spaghetti.
All right, BRB. All right. Well, I am back. Don't know about anybody else.
I have returned.
I'm here.
Right. Seems like still waiting for a couple people. That's all right. That was Martos. Is Martos back?
Marcos is back.
All right. What about Sybil? Sybil, you here?
Nope.
Saw the mute and unmute. So. No, Sibley. We can't hear you. I saw you unmuting and all that, but we don't hear you.
Mike.
Did anything get unplugged at all by accident, or?
Don't respond if it did.
Well, she's typing in chat, in Twitch chat, so I believe she can hear us. She's answering my questions, so she can hear us. You could check your settings and make sure nothing switched over. Did you plug anything in rather than unplugging anything?
Yeah, sometimes it'll like try to change the input.
change the input instead. You can check the Discord settings as well as your computer settings and see if your mic switched over to something else. You can also test in Discord if you can hear yourself in that little test area there.
And at the very bottom, you can reset voice settings if nothing's working.
Now?
Yeah.
Oh my god, what kind of... sorry, I literally... Nothing changed. I opened the settings, tested it, came back here, and it was fine again. I don't know what that was, but anyway, sorry.
That is strange. It's not your fault. Don't apologize. It's all good. Only took a couple minutes, so we're back now. And now that everybody's here, let's continue. You make your way out of the double doors of Sprite Hive. These ones also have the small little window for the sprites to flutter through. And find yourselves out on the eastern walk. Returning once more to the rope bridges high up above the trees. There you go. The building on the far side looks familiar, as you've seen the other side of it when you first entered Upper Loft.
What is that thing?
What thing?
Squirrel Bat.
This guy.
I don't know what
Well,
that is.
perched up on top of the roof of this building that sits in front of you is what at first looked like a squirrel. Though once you get a better look, you can see that it is it has wings in addition to the usual appendages that a creature like it might have. And it perches up there, just sort of nibbling away on a nut and just sort of staring down at you all.
It could be dinner if you'd like, Sybil.
Oh, I want
Draven
that
begins to draw a dagger.
Oh, I don't like. You might like, though.
Draven, no.
Alright. I still have some caterpillar meat left over.
Come here. Does anyone have like a nut? I need a nut. Does anyone got a nut?
Are there any on these trees?
There certainly are a lot of trees around. the ones immediately nearby that you can kind of look at, those branches don't appear to have any.
Huh.
You think you'll eat a spider eye? Probably not.
Draven might.
Come here,
Yes, why wouldn't he? It's
little
quite
guy,
delicious.
or little girl, or
I
little
mean-
thing.
Good luck getting him without having him cascade into the void. But
I
Martos, do you want to pet it?
it real now. I need it. I'm about to have a new friend. His name is Martin. Come here, Martin.
Ugh.
I'll wave my leg around.
A small little creature just sort of stares at you.
Driven casts speak with animals.
Okay.
Pardon me, small creature there on the roof. Just trying to get his attention.
It blinks and cocks its head at you, pausing for a moment as it eats, but just stares at you with a confused look on its face. Jeez.
He dropped a bunch of nuts, didn't he?
All the nuts fell out of his mouth and hit the roof.
that was a water bottle.
Listen, any other day, any other place would probably be my dinner, but my kind friends here have warned me not to eat you. I feel that you could repay us for not eating you by simply hopping over here and letting my friend Martos pet you.
Just
What a friend, not to scare him. Damn.
stares back at you confused.
I give
Yeah.
leaf. I give you my leaf.
Listen, you flying rat, you get down here right now or I'm coming up there.
Shove.
Direct.
It does not understand you, Javen. It's not a beast.
Oh.
I can-
Look at you.
Yeah, Marcos, I can pet him for you.
No, it's not the same. Oh.
Alright, we're about to go fast. Alright, can I make an acrobatics check to quickly just climb, flip, whatever I need to do to get up there and grab him? if
Yeah, go
possible?
for it. Go for it.
Okay.
I mean, it's Draven, so you could basically just probably walk up the wall.
Oh god, I should have.
Not one. Yes. Oh my god.
So you
Alright,
take
well,
Fell off the roof.
you cast Longstrider on yourself, and with the swiftness of the wind, take a couple steps up onto the side of this wall here, and right as you reach kind of the top little lip to kind of get over the top and grab the little creature, your foot catches on sort of the edge of these shingles here, and you just sort of face plant on top of the roof against the shingles, and the creature just kind of skitters to the side and just kind of chitters away at you.
little bastard. He set a trap up here.
Here. Let me try something. Can I pick him up with Mage Hand?
If he were willing.
Is there a role for unwilling? Or is it just not possible?
Since it's such a small creature, I'd say potentially it's more likely to be possible. Mage Hand isn't really intended for grapple checks, but it is a very tiny creature. So fuck it. I'll let it happen this time if you want to do it.
All right.
But I'm
So
not establishing that as a rule across all the games and forevermore. But it's interesting in this scenario, so go ahead.
All right,
Relatively
so
harmless.
Do I need to roll for something, or does it just happen?
I'm still gonna make you make the grapple checks.
All right. So what do I need to roll for a grapple check?
Athletics.
Athletics. Oh fuck.
Yeah. And he is going to acrobatics away from you if he can.
13.
Not bad. All right. Well, it rolled a 7.
Yeah.
My
Alright.
friend.
Here, I want to like, you know how you like hold a cat by like the ruff on its neck?
Yeah, sort of the
I wanna-
scruff there.
Like
Yeah, the scruff. I want to do it the same way. I don't want to like strangle him. I want to hold like the little ruff.
Look at that hand. That hand is a strangling hand.
All right. To sort of make sense of this,
Oh my god.
as Draven sort of face planted up on top of the thing, you kind of slowly reached your mage hand out there to kind of sneak up on it as it sort of stared at Draven face planting on the roof, and you just sort of grab it by the scruff of its neck and just sort of lift it up.
And I'm gonna throw it up. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna have it just bring it over to Martos. Just Martos, put your hands out.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is this squirrel do? Is it freaking the fuck out?
Yeah, it's just sort of
I
like
would be-
squirming its legs and arms, and it's got its wings now like outstretched, and it's just sort of flapping them.
Oh my god. All of you are horrible. Oh,
You're the one who wanted to pet it.
oh.
I haven't done anything.
Oh, I'm
Not-
so sorry, little guy. Come here. It's okay. It's okay.
He's gonna.
To,
This big meaty orc with a bone skull coming at you.
you do not calm it down, and it continues to squirm as Witch just sort of holds it in front of you.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Do you have your arms out?
Where's my backpack? Put it in my backpack. Right. Backpack's open. Drop it in.
Drop it in
time
your
this
backpack.
You gotta time this correctly. Are you ready?
This quickly went from wanting
I'm-
to pet to kidnapping.
I'll try again later. I just need it in my backpack for now. Alright.
We're
So
literally
there's-
like so close to hunting without hunting.
There's still a chance we can eat it then.
We're not eating it. It will be my friend. If it ever comes to love me, I'll have to talk to it later.
All right,
I think
just
we're kind of beyond that.
make sure to poke some holes in your backpack, just in case.
Alright. Drop it in. We'll close that shit.
All right, you pull the drawstrings on your bag and shut it, and you can just kind of see from within the cloth of the knapsack that the creature is still kind of squirming about in the darkness.
I am so sorry, little guy. I just want a friend. Add a weird squirrel to my backpack list.
It's a new weapon.
Wait a
No!
Wait. Jay, you said it's not a beast, right?
Correct.
Oh,
Does that mean we just kidnapped a citizen
oh
of the
Likely.
no!
city?
Oh no! It's mine now. I don't know what y'all talking about.
But I don't think we in character know that it's a beast. Like, I was speaking to it as if I thought it was a beast, but it just wasn't responding. So I have no idea what it is.
Well,
Cool.
it's my backpack now.
Does it speak squirrelese?
Like
I've gotten a squirrel.
I'm so sorry, little squirrel thing. I just want to talk to you and maybe be your forever friend.
You know, right when we walked up, I was gonna use Mage Hand to pet it, but then you wanted to pet it, so I said,
And then I stole
and
it.
I just all went downhill from there.
Yeah.
Wait, did Holly witness this?
Probably, yeah.
Oh god.
Wits, you kind of glance down at your shoulder where Holly is perched, and she's just chomping away at this strawberry. She's not paying attention. She's got like
Oh,
red,
okay.
red stains all over her face.
Well, let's carry on. As my backpack
Right.
screams at me.
Raven will hop off the roof.
I was waiting for her to like to scream like, "What are you doing, Jerome?"
Well, thank y'all for the effort, but it was horrible. I
You
hope
had a
your
great
face is
time.
okay.
So I mean, the first time I used Mage Hand is to kidnap a bat squirrel.
Yeah. I get a new friend. It's okay. I'm gonna throw some nuts in there later. It'll be fine.
All right. So you're continuing on your way into the doors of.
Continuing on the way.
So
Gonna
the
ignore the
doors.
squirrel.
The doors into Fairy Haven are pretty similar to the ones at the Sprite Hive. They also have sort of a small little window for the tinier flying creatures to enter through. Just give me one moment.
So you think we could go back to the market and sell the squirrel?
We are not selling Martin, okay?
Sell? You mean ransom?
Oh, I didn't kidnap him.
I have a fine item here today. It's your cousin. 12 gold.
All right. Then you make your way into Fairy Haven. All right. There we go. And in the hall that you enter, you can see that the floor is sort of made from delicately engraved wood. And several sort of small nested straw houses are nestled throughout this hall here. Some of them on the ground, surrounded by plants, flowers, and sort of a miniature garden in these flower beds. Some of them are higher up on the wall, as the ceiling of this hall travels up quite a way. It's a far taller building than the others, and along the walls of of Fairy Haven, you can see more of these little houses, sort of built into the side of the wooden walls, as well as ivy and moss growing along the wood as well. You can see the occasional kind of window and hole in the side that tree branches kind of jut out from outside the building. Some of the little houses are actually nestled up in those tree branches. And in the center of Fairy Haven is a large opening that descends down into the forest floor below. And up through it, you can see a rather large tree, bigger than the others, with little fruit growing from its branches. You can see fairies fluttering about, just sort of very diminutive women with butterfly wings floating to and fro. Some of them grabbing fruit from the large tree, some of them flying all the way up to the houses far above you. And then in front of you, one rather distressed looking fairy who's fluttering about.
Say no.
And she just sort of flits throughout the hall in sort of uncoordinated patterns, just sort of frantically flying about. She was a little higher up when you entered, but she begins to kind of flutter down, and then she takes notice of you. And as she's kind of floating about, she's calling out, Chippers, where'd you go?
Oh no! Oh no! God damn it.
And she flutters down upon seeing you all enter, and says, hello, have you seen a small little flying squirrel somewhere?
Well, this was a nice place to check out.
Yeah, let's go to your house later, Holly.
He's my pet, you see. I wanted. As
The best of luck.
Good luck with your search, man.
Yeah, we haven't seen a squirrel.
Holly is just kind of confused. What? We're going the other way? What's going on? As you immediately turn on your heels and leave Fairhaven.
Yeah. Oh
To,
yeah. Holly, hang on a second.
No.
Let that thing out of the bag now.
Do I have to give him away?
Yes.
What if she
No.
doesn't love him?
Here.
No, we've gotten this far. Let's keep going. He's yours
Here.
now.
Dead ass? I'll fucking steal it.
We can't keep a squirrel.
Why
And
not?
why not?
Because it's not us. It's us.
It's a wild. It won't. I don't want it.
Well, we
His
can't
name's
sell it. We
Martin.
don't have any use for it.
Chipper is a stupid fucking name. His name is Martin.
Martos, remember the last time we needed something and someone was in our way.
Okay.
Do you remember?
I don't like what you're alluding to, Draven.
I got a smusher.
Martos, if you like Martin that much, I'm on board. I will do this for you.
No one.
Wits, Holly just kind of whispers to you, "What's he talking about?"
Look, I wouldn't worry about it. Just hope Martos doesn't fall in love with someone that you like. I don't know. Just don't worry about it.
We have a coin. We have a coin. I'm
We're
about
not-
to steal a fucking squirrel. I
We're
swear
not
to
flipping a
God.
coin over this.
We're flipping a coin over it.
I'm
This is gonna-
what's going on?
I saw a bee, and I like bees.
Witch is gonna cast messages to Sybil. Sybil, grab the squirrel from her.
It's not a bee. It's not a bee.
One sec, what kind of check do I need to make to grab a squirrel from Martos?
It's in my book bag. My book bag's on me. You better be strong, girl.
Okay,
Sleight of hand.
Just open
let's
it. You gotta
go.
open.
Nice.
That's not going to be sufficient for anything.
Impressive. What would this even
She
be on
just
that?
grabs Martos.
I
To
I
discreet.
snatch your wrist.
Um,
I'm like, don't touch this one.
I would say that a result like that would leave you grabbing the bag that Martos is holding, but Martos is just very aware that you just grabbed it.
Just looking at
So you're both just kind of holding this bag now.
With
All
one
right.
hand, I will lift my mask up. I want to make eye contact with you. I'm just gonna look at you.
All right, Matos, we gotta give the squirrel back.
It's Draven.
We
Make it
absolutely don't have to give the squirrel back, Martos.
The squirrel? What are you talking about?
We're talking about the bee. We named
Nope.
him Squirrel. It's very confusing. I have a pet bee. His name is Squirrel. It's a great
She's-
time.
She's not buying that with a one.
Matos, I am 2 seconds from casting a spell from you.
Listen, you cast a spell. We are fighting, and I'm on a bridge, and I'm aware we are on a bridge now.
I cast Charm Person on Martos.
Let's fight. Let's do this. I'm throwing hands after this
Very
gets
well.
over with. You better be a
That'll
bee.
be a wisdom save then, Martos.
I'm gonna throw hands. Wisdom save. Click.
That's a fail.
No!
That is insufficient.
You're
So
now. Yeah, good.
You can tell her what it does.
Oh
Really?
yeah. So yeah, I get any advantage on you now whenever I roll something. So I'm gonna roll a persuasion to get you to give me the squirrel.
And you also cannot
never-
physically harm him or take
Yeah.
any hostile actions against him.
I do not wish to take any hostile actions against Martos. I just want the fucking squirrel.
No, I mean Martos.
late.
Martos can't do it towards you.
Oh yeah, Martos can't. Yeah, you can't fight me now.
She
Just
cannot
wait
be
till it's
hostile
over.
towards you.
Just know. I'll know after I'm done being charmed. I'm gonna throw hands with you. Be prepared.
Yes, but right now, Martos, you are friendly.
As of now, I'm like, hey, what's going on, man? I
Yeah,
don't want
yeah.
the squirrel back.
Oh, I
Martos, just give me the signal.
get-
What's sick? What? Blink, blink.
you can't.
Sure. Was that it? Did you do it just now?
I don't know what your instinct signal is. What are we signaling? I'm blinking. Is that signal? What's
I don't
Matos.
know. We didn't
Well,
agree on
precisely
anything.
giving Wits the scroll is a
Matos.
really good idea.
Matos, this poor fairy is missing her squirrel. Are you really going to do that to her?
Do
Yes.
And I.
You're on that persuasion, man.
What
I-
a fantastic persuasion.
I don't
Good
love
lord.
I don't love doing persuasion checks against other players, but this might be a
Charm.
circumstance where it is
Yeah.
necessary since you are charmed by Wits. I'm not particularly sure what would contest it. I think instead we'll probably use a passive.
That could
We'll
be,
use
like, insight.
we'll use her passive insight.
Okay.
So you got to beat an 11, basically.
So, do I still get advantage on it? Because I normally would get advantage from using a charm person.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So,
Okay,
what's your
fail.
insight? What do I gotta beat?
Yeah. So you
11.
roll persuasion. You have to get an 11 or higher.
All right.
What?
Fuck!
Nice.
Fuck you, Wit.
I would say that Martos, you're still not able to be openly hostile towards him.
That wasn't hostile. That was a friendly fuck you.
And they fuck you.
But you aren't particularly inclined to hand over your bag.
I don't understand why I have to give up to Martin.
Because it's not yours.
But the bones weren't mine. You let me take the bones. That ear I cut off earlier, that definitely was not mine. But you
Yeah.
still let me keep it. What's the difference?
Well, the owner's
No.
dead.
His soul is alive. I'm saying.
So, Wits, what you're saying is that it's okay to take belongings of someone that is dead.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Marcus,
it's-
would you like to go back inside with me?
No!
I can't kill. I don't think I can kill a bunch of fairies.
Guys,
Oh.
literally less than
Sorry,
20 minutes
Holly.
ago, we were named the Fair Folk Champions. Do we really want that to be taken away from us already?
I told them it was a bad idea. They still did it. So listen.
That's on them. I never asked for this.
Mm-mm.
All right.
What?
How about the little game we used to play in Solderheim?
In my game, we sparred.
Well, we play a little game sometimes to decide things.
I only play orc games.
It's called rock, paper, scissors.
I have never heard of this before. Does it involve a rock and scissors stabbing?
No.
You smash, you stab, or you dodge. Is that what we're doing here?
Here, let me just show you. All right. So you see my hands? You just like a rock. This is rock.
You
All
and
right.
baby.
All right. Look, you're charmed by me. You have to listen to me. All right.
I'm listening, Mom's like, you have baby hands. It's a friendly baby hands.
All right. All right. There's a rock, and then he'll do like two little fingers. This is. Well, actually, wait. I don't know if scissors be a thing. Are scissors a thing?
Apparently
Yeah,
you have
there would
scissors, I
there'd
think
be
so.
there'd be shears and things like that.
Okay. Because if not, I was gonna say like rock, dagger, parchment, or something.
Oh,
Nah.
God.
Scissors are fine.
All right. So this is scissors, right? You see? This is scissors. And then hold his hand flat. And
That could cut anything.
This
I
is
get it,
this is paper. All right.
Uh-huh,
All right.
uh-huh.
So on the count of 3, you
I
will
don't know how to
play.
write.
You. All right, Draven. You want me and you to play, and then whatever wins is the resultant of this.
I'm far too old for these childish games.
All right, Marta. All right. So on the count of 3, you're gonna put down one of those 3 signs that I put down. If we played the same sign, nobody wins. If you played scissors and I played paper, you win. If you played rock and I played scissors, you win. And if you play paper and I play rock, or you still win. And
You threw
same
too
way
many
the other
words
round.
at me. You threw too
Same-
many words at me, but yes.
Well, now hold on. How does paper beat rock? A rock could shred through a sheet of paper.
A rock would crumble some paper. This what?
This game seems ridiculous. Who would play this?
I really wish guns were a thing. It's just a game, all right?
Okay, we can play. I'm down.
All right. So I guess we'll say rock is 1, paper is, or rock is 1, scissors is 2, papers is 3. So we could do a 1d3.
Okay. What? Okay.
All right.
Rock,
Paper,
paper,
scissors.
2, this, that, yeah. 3.
Okay.
Okay. There's a thing. Roll. 1. Oh, hold on. Give me a minute. 1. Wow.
You did the wrong way around.
I know now.
We're just sitting here with scissors.
Bitch!
Oh my
It's
god.
like, you cheated. You're sitting here with scissors the whole time while you were looking at
I'm like, what? How do you make fish?
Oh man, we really got to stop making decisions like this on coin flips and games, you guys.
You know what? I don't care anymore. However, it does appear that I do not have the squirrel, so I'm going back inside.
Holly's going with you then, I suppose.
Sibyl, would you like to join me?
1 second.
I have-
Mordos, what are you going to do with this squirrel?
I'm gonna feed him nuts. He can live in my book bag.
Do you think he's gonna like living in the bag?
I would think so.
What if you need to get something out of the bag?
I don't need anything from this bag. It's a bunch of junk that I like collecting. I'm gonna keep giving him more stuff. He's like a little dragon. I'm gonna make him into a little dragon. Make him his little hoard. There's like dirt in there, and there's plants in there, and soon there will be acorns in there.
I pity his life. Okay, I'm going with you, Wits.
Sybil, it will be good for her. She needs to learn responsibility.
Oh please, Mom, let me have a pet.
A pet is a very large responsibility. It's not a gift, it's forever.
Who would have thought the thing that would have broken the party is a fucking squirrel bat?
Oh man.
Alright.
Can't go away to someone that was gonna name Chipper.
Well, the two of you make your way back into Fairy Haven.
Oh. Oh, Holly, you want to show us the house now?
Well, wait, hang on. You said, wait, what would you say that you were missing?
My pet. He's a flying squirrel.
Oh, he was a flying squirrel? Oh, I could have sworn I just saw one outside.
Really? Where?
It was right at those doors. It looked like it was heading towards where the spirits reside. Or the sprite, sorry.
All the way to the Sprite Hive? Alright, I'll head right there. And she flies out through the little window. Makes her way to where it's the Sprite Hive. Leaving the three of you still in Fairy Haven.
May the gods have mercy on their souls.
Alrighty then, so Holly, this is a nice place. Can you show us around?
Well, yeah, I suppose. It won't be a very involved tour. Houses are a little big, and some of them are a little bit high up and out of reach. But I can show you around a little bit.
Alrighty then.
And she sort of takes you around from house to house and introduces you to a few of the fairies who are fluttering about. Getting over to one of the smaller houses here, nestled in a flower bed, and says, "This is Prudence's house. Hello, I'm back. How are you, Prudence? And the other tiny little fairy with sort of bluish hair, delicate features says, did you go out foraging again? Yeah, something like that. These folk here, they helped me out of a pinch, so I'm just showing them around. And the smaller fairy, who's just kind of seated on a sort of a porch in front of this little straw hut here, says, all right, well, it's nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you too.
Well, there was two others. They ran off, though, not sure why.
Yeah, I don't know where they went.
Oh, well.
What for a stroll?
And she continues to kind of show you around Fairy Haven, pointing off to the side to the tree in the center, and says, that tree there, that grows fairy plums. A bit of a delicacy around these parts.
Ah, they look quite scrumptious.
Well, I suppose you could try one if you want.
Wait, did you say blooms or berries?
Plums. They're fairy plums.
Oh, plum. Okay, yeah. I don't know. For some reason in my mind, I thought you said blooms for a second there. And I was like, wait, did I just ask if I could eat a flower?
You could see if there's one that's low enough in the tree to grab. Can't really fly up and grab one for you.
Oh, no way, I got it. Would still cast Mage Hand to grab one of the plums.
Alright, you pluck one of the plums from the tree and drift it back down toward you with Mage Hand. And turn it over in your hand, now holding it in your normal hands. It has sort of this purplish blue and very thin skin. It almost kind of sparkles slightly.
Yeah, Witzel take a bite out of it.
It has a very sort of tart initial flavor, but as you kind of chew it for a moment, you get other tones of sort of sweet, plum flavor, and they're quite juicy as well.
These are quite nice. Sybil, would you like one too?
Sure.
All right. Witzel cast Mage Hand to get another one for her.
All right, you pluck another fairy plum from the tree.
She is immediately going to put it in her bag.
Very well. Holly just says, don't grab too many. We're supposed to ration them or something like that. I don't really know much about it. That's just what the older fairies say. Don't take too many, or they'll all be gone.
Okay. Well, we won't take any more then.
All right. Where do you want to go next? I don't know where the others went.
Oh, well, I guess we can go check up on them.
All right. I suppose I have to go where you go. So, shall we? You turn back, sort of north, heading back towards the walkways that lead to the Sprite Hive. All right. First things first, Martos and followed quickly by Draven, you guys make your way back out into the Sprite Hive.
Excuse me. Do any of y'all have any nuts I could borrow? Well, have.
One of these sprites, you catch their attention and it just kind of floats towards you and says, Nuts mostly have fruit around here.
Could I have a piece?
I suppose. And it floats back towards the table and slices you off a piece of the apple sitting in the center of the table, and then floats back towards you carrying it. Hands it to you.
Thank you. I'm not gonna open my bag, but where's that? I'm just gonna like cram it into the opening. Just adjust it again.
If you're opening that sack, there's going to be an
I'm not
escape
open-
attempt.
I'm just gonna. Okay, so like, hold on, let me draw this out. So you got a hole right here. This is where it's like, bloop, 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 bag, whoop. All right, the opening right here. I'm just gonna take this little thing. I'm just gonna shove it in.
Well, what I mean by that is to successfully do so, you're going to have to loosen the drawstrings at least a little bit.
Just a little bit. I'm gonna poke a finger in there. All right, loose it. It's gonna bite my finger. Fuck. Hold on. I'll take that risk for Martin. I love him.
If there's some type of check involved, I will assist.
Like, Draven makes sure Martin stays in the bag.
All right.
Understood.
You can make a. We'll just do a standard grapple. Martos, you can make an athletics.
Dun, dun, dun. Please be good. Woo!
You're gonna want to roll again. That was a very high roll. But
No! Draven, get Martin!
the squirrel rolled a 24.
Oh, you fucker. Oh, you fucker.
Strong squirrel.
It is a speedy little thing, very dexterous. Where did he go? Let me grab him. So as you sort of loosen the drawstring in an attempt to place the small slice of apple, the tiny little creature quickly speeds its way through that little gap and pushes its way up and out and outstretches its wings to take off and fly. And the little sprite here just goes, "Oh, heavens! What in the world was that?"
Is he taking off quick, or is he just kind of hanging around?
He rocketed up and is just kind of flying up high up in the ceiling.
How far away?
About let me think. About kind of 15 feet away from you, and then about another 15 feet up or so.
So within range of bats. If so, I would like to open my cloak and release the bats to gently bring Martin back down to the ground.
I'm gonna say you're gonna have a lot harder of a time with it this time, since last time it was attempted, he was both distracted and non-hostile towards you, and things have changed. So Mage Hand is going to be a lot less effective.
I mean, that's all I got, though.
Combat boys.
All right, but I'll let you attempt it since I let Wits attempt it. Fair is fair.
Alright, athletics, or what am I rolling?
Yeah, athletics.
Here we go, -1 modifier.
Oh God.
And this one will be unassisted as Martos is standing there on the ground. Alright, Chippers. Don't get in that one. He did not. He didn't roll as well as last time, but he got a 14.
He's a
So
bit nimble, Martos.
the bats kind of swoop their way up towards the ceiling, and he quickly flies up even higher and just kind of flutters away from them. Now just up kind of in the very rafters of this building.
This has all gone horrible. Okay. I have nothing to catch anything. I just kill things. Fuck.
And from behind you, Draven, you hear just kind of the gentle fluttering of wings, and turn to see that fairy floating in. And she's just saying, "Chippers, are you in here?" And then she sees him just kind of up, fluttering around the rafters, and says, "There you are. Are you bothering the sprites again?" And she flutters up high up into the ceiling. That's a lot of witnesses.
Martos, you say the word, and I will roll initiative with you right now.
Dead out. Don't tempt me, dude.
I will die for this fucking flying squirrel.
And the flying squirrel appears to have sort of calmed itself as she flutters back down, carrying it sort of wrapped up in her arms. And as she kind of floats back down towards the two of you, heading kind of back towards the doors here.
Draven's just like you know when someone can't whistle and they're just like blowing air out of their mouth that's not making a whistle noise? That's
Yeah.
what he's doing.
And she's just kind of muttering, kind of under her breath to the little flying squirrel, just kind of saying, "You can't be always causing trouble, Chippers. Come on, let's get you something to eat." And just kind of floats her way back towards the doors, towards the window. Martos, did you take your axe out?
I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm calm.
Martos?
I did it. I did it. But I can't have Martin. No one can.
Alright.
Oh no. I have to go.
Just one second.
Whispers in the Woods Discord for Draven's reaction to that.
Yeah, my reaction would be the exact same, except with a sudden, like, shocked face at the end of that.
I don't know what's possessing me right now, but I want that fucking squirrel.
Sorry, I had to pull up some stat blocks. I hate to break it to you. Wait, you rolled twice.
Yeah, I was panic clicking.
Very well. Then, as I always do, we'll use the first one. Then that will be a hit.
Oh, fuck my life.
So roll your damage.
Horrible.
Yep, that's not good.
No.
Your javelin stabs straight through the fairy, right through her chest, and she tumbles to the ground, deceased.
I don't want the squirrel anymore to be real.
Every sprite in the sprite hive simultaneously turns toward you.
I fucked up.
Did
I don't
you-
know what happened. Nope,
Did you just...
not me. We're under attack! Everyone hide!
Insight check.
Oh shit.
Nope. No. You threw that, and they just kind of are floating away from you.
Yes, just let us acquire the squirrel and nothing more will come to harm you. Everything's under control. Everyone be calm.
Martos is sweating.
Be calm, everyone, Martos included.
Oh, fuck.
This squirrel is not gonna sit around. It is bailing.
We gotta get that.
Which way is he going? How fast is he going?
He's going that way. Full sprint.
Alright, I'm gonna try to take off towards him. I don't know how fast I am compared to him. I'll sprint if possible. So, what is that? 45 times 2 movement speed? 90?
Then just give me a sec. Simple, you are not wrong.
I'm so sorry, guys, but like, can't dangle a cute thing in front of me and not feel it.
Alright, then you sprint towards the door as it flies out of it, past the fairy corpse.
Hey Jay,
Yeah.
did we? Me and Winston on the bridge. Did we see that javelin
Oh,
go through?
Well, I would say the door wasn't open yet, but Draven
Okay.
just opened it as he chased after the squirrel. So you see this squirrel rocket out of the tiny little window on the door to Spritehaven, flying straight towards you as fast as it can, and then only a second or so later you see those two doors burst open and see Draven running towards the squirrel, as well as somewhere kind of past him in the background, Martos. But at Draven's feet, about right now, is a fairy corpse with a javelin pierced right through its chest.
oh my god.
What the fuck did you just do?
No time to explain. Grab the squirrel. We need to leave.
I am not grabbing the squirrel. Excuse me?
Nope. I have no part of this.
I mean, I'm still taking off towards the squirrel if I can catch him before he flies away.
I'll run
We're
behind
part
you,
of this
Raven.
now,
Let's
whether we
go.
like it or not.
It had a slight head start on you, so you got closer to it. You're faster than it, but you didn't quite catch up to it. But I would say as it kind of continues to make its way towards, I'm just doing sort of loose initiative. As it makes its way towards these two, you do actually catch up to it. Though it is not flying at ground height.
Yeah, I catch up to it enough to attempt to grab it.
Yeah, if you made a vertical jump, you might be able to grab it.
Yeah, sure.
Grapple, of course.
I don't know what my vert is. Standing jump. I think it's just my strength, right?
This music doesn't match anymore.
Yeah, you play battle music.
Yeah, so what do I need to make? Athletics?
Yeah, just grapple.
Alright, 13.
Alright, contested. Alright, you grab it.
Alright, as I grab him, I'm gonna like hold his little wing arms down, like kind of like how you I don't know if anyone's ever held a catfish, but how you like pin the
Yeah.
whiskers down, kind of like that. Keep
You
them
Yeah.
burrito
falling
him.
away. Yeah,
Call
yeah.
that burritoing.
You grab it so that it is sort of wrapped up in your hands and can't spread its wings anymore. It's still squirming, but you're now holding onto it. And of course, Civil and Wits, you witness all of this.
Hey, Mardos.
I don't know. Whatever you're
You
about to
don't
say.
know?
I don't know. I
You don't know?
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened.
You don't know what happened, huh?
It Martin was leaving. Oh, we better fucking run.
Motto's the bag, please.
Shove the squirrel in the bag.
Did
Does so.
you? Okay, this is a new low for you.
I don't know what happened. I'm very
Oh.
stressed. How the fuck do we get out of here?
I think the real
That
question
is
is,
the
how the fuck do
question,
you
isn't
get
it?
out of here?
Estimated how far down are we looking to the next tree?
Very far down.
Fuck.
How many hundreds of feet?
I would say probably at least 100.
Is there a puddle at the bottom?
But
That might be a deciding factor.
I'm gonna need that puddle.
as you guys sort of look around, looking for an escape method, and Martos, you attempt to sort of shove the scroll back into your sack. You look down at your own hands.
Oh fuck! What have I done?
The hand that bears your sigil, which once had sort of a golden glow to it, the sigil now is a dark black, and it is spread across your entire hand like gangrene.
Mardos, what the fuck?
The hand that bore your sigil is now a rotten looking black color.
Can I still wiggle them? Can I wiggle my fingers?
As the color begins to spread, so too does pain. You can still wiggle your fingers, but it hurts quite a lot.
Fuck.
And
Reputation dying.
as you stare at it, it continues to spread up your arm. What do you do?
Oh.
What?
Yeah, I cut the hand off. I don't fucking know.
Smart choice. That's what I would have done.
I cut the hand off.
Let's go.
Great axes are two-handed weapons.
Oh shit. Okay.
So if someone wants to assist you, I'll allow it.
Blink, blink.
Sure.
2
Okay.
blinks, understood. Draven will help.
You want something to bite down on, Mardos?
Orcs are mighty. We don't bite down. We just scream it. But
All
thank
right.
you.
Then, with a bit of assistance, you wield your great axe and bring it down over your own arm, and slice it clean, just below the elbow.
I need fire. I need to stop this bleeding right now.
Hey, one sec. Can somebody else hold that axe directly to Mardos's arm, please?
Certainly. Draven will do so.
Right. Heat metal time. Let's go.
Mistakes were made today.
Oh
Alright,
shit! Fire.
for starters, Martos, roll your damage on yourself,
Click.
and then Jesus. All right, so that's 26 damage, Martos, that you're just gonna take right now.
This is karma coming at me hot.
Quite literally.
Okay,
All right,
took it like a champ.
sorry. All right, Martos, you are feeling quite
Woo.
beat up, but the bleeding has subsided as Sybil uses the hot metal of your great axe to cauterize the wound.
Does someone put my arm in their backpack?
Did you say?
Can you put my arm in a backpack? Can someone
Do you
carry
have
my
the
arm?
the cold bag storage?
Um,
Put my arm in the cold bag.
you look down at your arm and it is just completely black.
Hey, Draven, look, you finally got a mail.
Oh. Oh.
Wait, I'm sorry, I missed that. Finally got what?
You got
You
a meal
you
now.
finally got a mail.
No. No, thank you.
Okay,
Oh.
crisis diverted. I need to get off this fucking bridge. I need to leave
Crisis
right now.
not averted.
Crisis still in motion.
I wouldn't go in there right now, Mardos, if I were you. You just murdered one of them.
I'm trying to see if I can like climb with one arm. I
Don't
need to
even
get off
try.
this bridge.
Guys,
I gotta get off this
No.
I can
bridge.
tell you
no.
it won't be easy.
Try.
It won't
Try.
be easy,
Listen.
Martos.
I have to get off this
Yep.
bridge.
We really need to go. Who has the rope? We can tie it off here and drop down onto the top of the trees.
Great fucking idea. I have the rope in my backpack. Does someone else
Alright.
have a rope? Because we have to open the backpack. Squirrel's in backpack.
I cannot believe we got this responsibility, and in the same day,
Sybil,
you
Sybil, yell at
Right.
me later. Give us the
over
rope.
a squirrel. A
Sybil!
squirrel! Not even a girl, a squirrel! You
His
wanted
name
a
is
pet
Martin.
squirrel.
His name is Martin. Please call him Martin.
Witz is leaning right here, and he's like smoking the pipe, making like cool shapes and stuff.
He's having
His
a
name
good
is
time.
Chitters! His name is Chitters, and the person who named him is over there.
I
You
don't know,
point,
I don't
you
know.
point, and Holly's just kind of kneeling over the corpse of the the fairy, just saying, Ruby.
Oh,
You murdered her
Listen, no one
father.
here understands urgency. We have to go now.
now I need rope. Rope.
Well, I don't have any rope.
Who else has rope? Sybil, do you have rope?
I think I calculated before you guys have 150 rope between y'all. I wrote it down so I can remember it. Last
I know
time you guys
Marnos
used
had
your
some. Every
I
time
have
I've used it, I've given it back to someone else, though.
Yeah,
because I don't have
I think 3 of you had rope last time you used it, and you've been gathering it back up, so there's no reason why you wouldn't have it. Yeah,
Say
each
no.
3 of you had 50 feet, so it's 150 feet of
Witz
rope.
said he didn't have rope, but he clearly has rope like on the side of his backpack.
Sybil, rope, please.
Puppy dog guys.
All right. So gathering up the rope from each other? Oh,
Simple, no!
All right, Martos, we're on our own.
Should have
50
learned your
feet.
lesson
Fuck
the
yeah,
first
we
time.
are.
So you gotta like hang it on your pack too, Martos.
It's in my backpack.
All right.
Okay.
Just grab mine. I'll go for
Okay.
the road. I'll
Okay.
help you.
Okay, let's do this. Athletics again, I think it was.
Yeah, you can have advantage
Click,
since it's
click.
two.
I hope he doesn't beat a 13! I hope the fuck.
Actually, he got an 11, so.
Fuck, okay, we got rope. It's 50 feet.
All right, I'll grab the rope and immediately start tying it off on the side of the bridge here.
That's only gonna get
Um,
us. We still have to fall 50 feet.
Yes, well, at least there's trees down there, not rocks.
That is true.
Should break our fall somewhat.
While
It
this
would
is
be
going
nice
on,
if we had more rope, but
That fall
see,
might
we're
kill
not
me.
getting
That
any
fall
assistance.
might kill me.
while this is going on, Wits just says, "Hey, look, Sibyl, look," and he like puffs into the pipe. Look, I made a rabbit with the smoke.
Did you say you had the rope hanging on your
I think I'm
backpack?
going into shock.
Martos, I know enough of medicine to stabilize you should you. Well,
Alright,
you
fuck it.
know.
Let's go. Full run. Let's go. Here, you
Look-
take the back. Take Martin.
All right,
If I fall, I don't want to smash him.
all right. And don't run, just drop down the rope as far as you can and then drop.
Okay, let's do this.
Alright, so you tie off the rope that you have. How much do you have between you two?
We only have
50
50.
feet.
50 feet, okay. Then you tie that off on the bridge and sort of throw it off over the side as it dangles down towards the trees far below. And then I suppose throw yourselves over
Try
the side to
to
climb
get-
down it?
Yeah, try to get it in a tree. So that I could just like get into the tree and like boop, 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 down.
Well, I'm like tying it off over like a tree, not just over, empty
Empty
ground, or at least like
Okay,
a
bet.
taller tree.
Okay, bet. Let's do this. I'm ready.
Yeah, you can aim for a taller tree for sure. There's a bunch of them down there, so there'd be ones that are taller than others.
Yep. All right, Martos. See you at the bottom. And
See you at
Draven
the
repels off.
Oh god.
All right, Draven, relatively easy for you. And you climb your way down to about the bottom of the rope, and now you're a little bit above the tallest tree that you kind of dangled it over.
All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and drop. I don't want to put too much more strain on the rope.
All right, what are you aiming for? The tree, right?
Aiming for the bushes. Yeah, the tree.
Okay. Martos, you're following behind.
I'll give a single middle finger to Wits and Sybil. But with a Sybil, I'll be like, and then one arm in, or just put down a rope. This is horrible. This is a horrible thing I've done.
All right, Martos, it's a little harder for you to climb down, but just give me 1
Fuck
second.
yeah.
Draven, you fall kind of that last little bit and collide hard with the tallest tree. Can you make a either athletics or acrobatics to try to grab on as you fall? All right, then you won't take extra fall damage from this. Instead, you drop the remaining feet, and we'll take 3d6.
You want me to roll it or you?
I'm doing it.
Gotcha.
Luckily you didn't roll all that high. That's a 9.
All right, damage taken.
Now, Martos, it's a lot harder for you to climb down this rope with only one hand. So, as you get about halfway down the rope, you have a lot further to drop. Make a, I think, just straight dexterity to stay on this rope.
Fuck my life.
All right. It's sufficient.
Thank fuck.
So you continue to climb down and now get to the bottom of the rope. You're not falling from that high, but you still will have to make a drop, like Draven did, into the tree that he's now resting in below. So again, athletics or acrobatics, your choice, but you will make this one with disadvantage as you are missing an entire arm.
Click, click. How bad? How bad? Fucking bad. Let's do this.
That one will be insufficient.
Mm-hmm.
So you smack into the tree. You're going to take a little more damage than Draven did. But you smack into the tree. Draven, you see her kind of jump towards you in an attempt to grab on just like you did, but her head just sort of bounces off one of the branches. And she falls a little further down, eventually hitting a branch below her that kind of catches her right across her stomach. So she's splayed out on this branch now below you, but she's going to take a few extra d6 of damage.
Okay.
2 total or 2 extra?
Not the most graceful fall, but I suppose it'll work.
All right, that is 18 bludgeoning.
I'm dead.
Oh my god!
I'm dead. My life body is falling through these.
So Draven, you're kind of up higher in the tree, perched on a higher branch, and you see her bounce off that first branch, fall, and then just kind of right along her ribs, she just sort of smashes against this thicker branch and just lies there motionless now on this branch a bit below you.
All right. I'm going to quickly climb down the tree and go over to her. And well, first I'm going to check to see if she's breathing.
You're getting sort of raspy, labored breathing right now.
Okay. Can I medicine check to the extent of her injuries, or are they just like very visible?
Part of her ribs are kind of pushed in, and she's got a rather significant looking bleed on her side of her head. And then of course she is also missing an arm.
Now, the arm I can't do shit about. Let's see. The other stuff, I'll try to like field dress her wounds by tearing off of my cloak as quickly as possible. Should I roll medicine for that, or?
Yeah.
Oh god.
We couldn't go 20 minutes being the Fairfield champions.
Were you attempting to stabilize her?
Well, yeah, but also just to keep her from, yeah, basically, yeah, stabilizer. That's insufficient. I know.
Yeah.
So how does this work?
Make a death save for me, Martos.
I just roll a d20. Where the fuck did I click?
Yeah, it's D20. I'll keep attempting to stabilize her after each save if possible.
All right, one success.
Can I try to stabilize again? Or?
Yeah, go in.
Ooh.
All right.
Better, but ooh.
You wrap some of her wounds, putting pressure on her head wound, and she's not gonna wake up, but she's not gonna immediately die on you.
All right. And we are still currently in the tree?
Yes. You kind of climb down to a lower, bigger branch that she's sort of splayed out on, and you kind of help her roll a little bit so that the side that just got smashed up from hitting the tree isn't being pressed in by the branch. So she's breathing a little better now, but she's still unconscious.
Okay. I don't have anything to heal you with. So I guess. God, you're super heavy.
Yeah, this is kind of a rock and a hard place, huh?
Yeah, I'm thinking. We don't have any more rope. I do have a bedroll, but I'm not quite sure I can use that.
Start tying sheets.
Man, this is tough. I do. I mean, I could leave you there and take off and secure Martin, but then I can only imagine that the fairies would find you there unconscious and
Put her out of her
well,
misery.
yeah.
You'll never take me alive.
Let me check my carry real quick.
I'd say that's a little bit out of your range, but I think it was like a 60-foot range on that bottle.
Oh no, I was joking. I'm not actually gonna do that.
I know. I just wanted to clarify.
Oh, well, actually, let me check. Yep, 60 feet.
Okay, so you can push, drag, or lift 30 times your strength score. So what is 30 times 8? Was that 240?
You should be fine. She's not that heavy.
Okay.
The difficulty is carrying her down the tree.
Yeah, well, I can just like walk, right? Instead of having to like, climb with my hands. So
True.
I'm just gonna
That'll
like,
make things easier. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, I'm gonna fireman's carry her, just like kind of sling her over my shoulder, and then just walk down the tree as steadily.
Yeah,
as
I guess the thing to keep in mind is that she doesn't share your gravity.
Yeah, I guess like kind of like. Oh man,
You
this is like
could-
a really awkward.
You could. I won't suggest anything. You go.
I was thinking like okay, so pretend you're standing up and then like you bend over at the waist and then kind of squat down a little bit. Imagine that, but like vertical, like walking down the tree, just kind of squat walking.
Yeah, that's sort of what I was picturing. There's a way that you could probably do it. It'll just look really awkward and take you a little longer, but I think you could definitely do it. If you weren't a lunar elf, then you'd have a lot harder of a time with this. Borderline impossible. But the fact that you can walk down the tree will make things a lot easier on you. So I'd say you can get her down to the forest floor.
All right. Once I get her down there, I'm just gonna, I guess, keep trying to make my way. Well, we're going northwest for that quest, right? Or not
Yeah.
quest, but to the Thornwoods. I guess we're just gonna make our way there, or at least attempt to make our way there. For as long as I can carry her before I need to rest.
All right. Then that is a course of action. Wits and Simple, what are you two doing?
Gazing in horror. Oh god, what's Holly doing now?
She's just crying.
Oh no.
We should probably go comfort her.
She can't accept it from us? We kind of just... We're... Friend... Oh god.
Well, I mean, we didn't do it.
It's not... Okay. Wanna... It's not how I expected this would go.
Oh, me neither.
All right. I'm going to end the session here. We're only 10 minutes off anyway. And this is a
Fine.
decent time to break.
So sorry, guys.
Oh my god.
All
I
right.
was on the break of tears, and the sheer laughter that I had for like a solid 5 minutes.
I had to mute myself a few times.
I did too.
All right. So consequences. We should probably discuss the consequences of something like this. It's perfectly allowed. I'm not mad about this, but we do need to discuss the consequences, as it is a bit of a drastic change from the previous course. So, what do you guys think? First of all,
My arm's chopped off.
Mardos?
I murdered a fairy.
You don't have your sigil anymore.
Mardos is not one of the champions anymore, clearly.
Definitely
I'm not sure what
that
our
was
status
wrong.
is.
Yeah.
Draven, like up until now, he's like up until even before this story started, he was always kind of fucking things up and ruining his chances at staying in one place longer than a bit of time. So if if the party, like Wits and Sybil, don't agree that he would be welcome back, I'm totally cool with just straight up rolling a new character.
So that-
Otherwise, I
that
think he would
was-
still.
Same.
go ahead.
Yeah, I fucked everything up. So, like,
So that was something I was
safety.
going to talk about. So I'm glad that you brought that up, Luna. That is an option. If you feel that Martos and Draven have sort of passed the point of no return in regards of ever being accepted into this group again, then you guys can roll new characters, and you won't be Fairfolk champions as by the rules of that, but you will still be allowed to participate. The other alternative would be a completely different path, though that would be a lot more work for me. And I think the fact that the Sybil and Wits didn't go with makes that harder to kind of reason. So I guess the other option would be Sybil and Wits rolling new characters to do a more gray storyline from there. Though that will almost certainly put you guys on hiatus because I don't have any of that prep.
Oh, you're telling me you weren't prepared for Mardos to
So sorry.
completely for the
To randomly
being
murder.
rolled over a squirrel bird.
Certainly wasn't what I was expecting, but it's certainly allowed.
I also want
Um,
to point out how in the chat, Mardos edited to make on her sheet to say allies Draven question mark enemy Wits period.
Wits.
So it's up to you guys how you want to proceed. This isn't just me writing it. I've been shaping
I'm
things
totally fine with
in relation to
making
you
a new
guys.
character. Yeah, I'm totally fine with Sybil. I'm totally fine with making a new character because Martos literally just committed a crime, like an actual crime this time. So
That would be-
I'm totally cool with it.
That'd be the simplest option for sure.
Yeah, for that option, I think definitely Mardos. You need to make a new character. I feel like Draven doesn't have to, but it's like a weird middle ground, I guess. Because theoretically he doesn't have to, but at the same time, it would probably make
So-
sense if he did.
So Draven would still be on board with carrying out the task, but also, I don't think he would leave Martos. Despite their bickering back and forth throughout the campaign, he's developed a fondness for her. He hasn't really had any friends since what happened to his family, so I could see him leaving as well, or like staying with her if she's not included in the future mission.
Okay.
Well, in
That
that
was
case,
what-
then yeah.
That was what I was going to ask. Is if Martos and Draven decide to reroll, do you think Martos and Draven, the characters, would stick together on their new destination?
Martos live. I don't know if she's gonna live through this yet.
You make a whole new campaign based off this other half of the story.
I would say
Definitely
Draven would
creates some
stick
interesting-
with Martos. I don't. It's up to Martos if she would stick with Draven.
I would definitely stick with you. You
Well,
just
for the
helped
time
me
being,
commit
she
a
kind of
crime,
has to.
man. You helped me commit a crime. We are in this together now. I got your ass for life.
Then, do you think that you would still continue that path towards the Thornwoods, or head somewhere else?
I'll let Martos answer that.
Oh shit. Okay.
Your murder, your choice.
I have no arm. I'm not part.
because
I would want to make it up to Sybil, be like, "Hey, sorry."
I
Sybil,
will
how
say,
pissed are you? On a
if the
1 to
two
10, how pissed?
if the two of you did want to head towards the Thornwoods, there is always the chance that I can make you guys a combat encounter against the new party.
Yo.
I can make that happen.
That would be
Um,
cool.
I would actually say no against that because I don't feel
I
like we
couldn't
would be.
kill Sybil.
That
I
I wanted to throw that as an
Even if me and you
option,
go at
but
each other, I couldn't.
I wanted to throw that out as an option, but it's up to you guys.
Which would possibly engage in that depending on the circumstances.
Martos would test it. Like, if Wits went for it, be like, "All right, Wits, we gotta go too." Sybil, you can get shit on me, and then I'll go for it.
There would-
charm person more to-
There would be more involved in it than simply the two of the Martos and Draven fighting. It would be a little bit more complex than that, I will
They
say.
joined Bera.
I'd say Draven would be more focused on self-preservation and help, making sure Mardos stays alive throughout this until she recovers. As far as like opposing the party or the Fairfolk champions, I don't think he would do that. I
Yeah,
think he would. Yeah, it just
I
doesn't
feel-
seem in line with him for me.
I feel the same way. I just wanted to pitch that as an option.
Yeah, of course.
Then I suppose the other thing would be you'd travel for a little bit in the Whisper World, and then eventually, after taking some time to rest, Martos would probably wake up, but be still significantly injured and still require a lot of assistance to get around. But she would at the very least be conscious, so that you could discuss a direction with Martos and both make the decision. So that's not just Draven dragging Martos through the woods. So I suppose if the decision is to not pursue anything relating to the Thornwoods, then just the two of you pick a direction and go there. And if another party intersects with that, then you'll be there. Just pick a course of action. You can adjust it later, but
just where's Silver Song?
You want to give us like, or okay, so
Silver
are
Song
you
is
asking-
5 years in the past.
Are you
Oh, yeah,
asking,
wait, fuck, never mind. Where's Safe to Sand?
Are you asking because you need information to write stuff, or can we have like a bit of time to discuss this like out of game?
Yeah. You can think about it. If you had like an idea right now and wanted to talk about it right now, then go ahead, just so that stream can hear it. But if you don't have any ideas right now, then just think about it. Go look at the maps and stuff. Consider where you think that they might head next, and then over the course of time, you will travel there. Martos will slowly recover, but it doesn't need to be made now. It's just sort of
Yeah,
background stuff.
I think we should discuss that, Mardos, you and I, and kind of try to figure that out. The only thing that pops up off the top of my head was Draven did kind of hold a grudge against that assassin group. So maybe like heading to Hanatuaria and kind of rooting them out and dealing with them, something like that, maybe.
Hey,
Weren't they based out of there or something? Didn't we
good?
find that
I'll
out?
go.
I think there was some confusion like 15 sessions ago about that, because I believe somebody told you that they had heard about them in Hanatuaria, but I don't believe, I didn't never say that they were based there, though there certainly would. It's a big city, there'd be assassins there. I never specifically said they were based there though. So it's a reasonable lead if you did want to pursue that. I just the word based is not correct in that situation.
Right,
Based.
right. Then yeah, I'll just think about it because I'm really not sure off the top of my head.
Yeah, you can take your time.
I was not planning for this.
Yeah,
I didn't
me
know
neither.
it was gonna go so wrong.
Literally, like, it felt like it was inching towards it, and I'm like, she wouldn't. And I was like,
Listen,
fuck, she
what?
would.
The driving factor was Draven was like, "Yo, I'll take out this whole place with you," and I was like, "I have a partner? Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go. Let's do this then."
I mean, I was kind of going to you in the chat too. It's like it was really funny, and I think that even though Mardos and Draven have like kind of have to go any place with their characters, I think it's interesting for the story. It makes for some interesting complications.
Yeah, this is
Certainly.
the last time that the elders are gonna ever use like Indeed.com to find new Fairfolk champions.
Oh yeah.
This was a lesson for them.
All
They're
background
learning.
checks
They're
now.
They're
learning.
learning not to just randomly select champions.
They didn't have a
hope so.
choice in the matter.
Oh,
Well, neither did we. Martin was too damn cute.
it was too. I needed that shit.
You
Really?
want-
When
you want- remember what I was
you're
saying?
the one that sent Ruby to us. This is your doing. You sent Ruby to us. Ruby would still be alive if you didn't send her to us.
We didn't know you
Kinda
guys were gonna
true.
kill her.
That's like saying you shot someone and you say that's your fault for telling them,
Your
hey,
fault.
can you go get me some
Literally.
donuts?
Literally until Mardos hit the button, I thought she was just gonna walk out with her pet and we were gonna come back in and it was just gonna be like a short
Hey, I know
fight.
Jay wanted it. He made it so slow, making her walk out.
It was the slowness. She just kept going. I was like, she's gonna be gone. I'm not gonna have this chance again. I can't do it out in the open.
Look, the second I saw that it said Javelin 23, my brain just melted. I was like, no fucking way she would have done that.
I was really nervous clicking that. I did the double click and I was like, oh, like they're gonna see it now. I did it. It's too late.
I'm gonna be real, like that was a major derail, but honestly, I think it's great that you did that because I think we're all gonna think about this moment years
I
from
know,
now
this was
in our
awesome.
D&D experiences.
This was awesome, honestly.
Oh,
Oh
bad,
man,
guys.
I'm gonna
My
remember
bad.
this forever.
my bad.
Like, I can't say I wanted it to happen, but I'm happy it did.
Mhm.
All right.
I had fun.
Then I suppose we will leave the end of this stream with two of you need to roll characters.
Rolling at level 1 or level 4 for a new
Nah,
character.
you'll be level 4.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So they don't need to be incredibly complex in their backstories, but you do
I
need
have
to
none.
you do need to give them a reason to be here. Maybe not at the city in particular, but they could be within the Whisperwield, and potentially give them a motivation to want to help the party. That'll ease things along. Give them some sort of stake in whether or not the forest and this continent lives or dies, because that will help ease the roleplay along. If they start out very resistant, that will make things a lot harder. But just to kind of get things moving again, if they're here for a reason, then that sort of makes a lot of sense.
Draven's brother, Raven.
Go.
He's looking for Draven.
So yeah,
I'm more
try to
creative than that.
try to think about why they would be in the Whisperwield and why they would have a stake in the plot that's currently existing, and then just let me know. Also, keep in mind a general sense of keeping the party balanced. You do still have a healer and a DPS slash utility wizard. So try to keep in mind that you lost a sort of dex build and a strength build, or like essentially a tank. So keep those in mind when you roll new characters, because if you roll another healer and another wizard, then things might be a little, yeah, you can be a satyr if you want. It's
I'll
totally
have to
allowed.
see if it fit. I have to see if it fits one of those roles first.
Also, I have to go, but this is a great session.
Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah, you can totally be a satyr. Just think about what class you want to be. You could be a satyr from Revel Ridge if you want. They would have a stake in this.
Okay.
It's just sort of
I
from
like
the
this.
western side of the forest. They would also want to stop this, so that totally works. So yeah, think a little bit about your characters. All things considered, I think probably won't push me too far into any delays. So I don't know that I would have to cancel next week to do work, but that might happen. So I'll just kind of hedge that right there. Though I don't foresee it. If we're just rerolling new characters and continuing on with what we have already, then we should be okay.
Sounds good.
But yeah, so think up your characters. Come to me if you have any questions or want to get some consultation. Let me know what you're thinking, and then you can build those characters in this same campaign, and we'll be ready to go. let me think it over a little bit. I might give you guys each some general magic items too, just to kind of keep you up to snuff with the rest of the party. But let me think it over first. I need to kind of
Okay.
think about what else I want to do first.
Sounds good.
But other than that, yeah, that was a fun session.
Hell yeah.
Fine.
Chaos is always entertaining. But if you want to go catch up on more innocent times, you can check out the archive. You can
You
go.
wouldn't let us do
You can go see their first murder if you want.
Guess who did it?
It was foreshadowed. But yeah, so check out the archive. I upload all of the VODs from Twitch directly there. So if you can't find it here, go check out the YouTube. Just Grand Lauren on YouTube. If you want to find out schedule stuff, if I change anything, update anything, shift around days, then follow me on Twitter or join our Discord. In the Discord, we have channels for art, for memes, for all manner of things. Channels for each of the campaigns as well. So come join that. It's not just for players, it's for anybody. And if you want to learn more about the world, you can check out the World Anvil. Basically a wiki for factions, deities, characters, and places that exist in the living world, as all the campaigns I run on this channel all exist within a persistent world, and so actions of one can affect others. Wink, wink. But yeah. Take care, and we will see you perhaps next week for more whispers. The next actual stream will be probably Sunday for more Seas of Sand. They're traveling in the desert. They discovered a hidden tomb unearthed by sand kind of blowing out of the way in the desert. So they're exploring a old Arakocran tomb right now. So check out more Seas of Sand on Sundays, probably sometime around 7ish. And then the other campaign running on this channel is Silver Song. They are in the big city of Glory Bell in Middlemere, and they're doing some investigation right now, detective work. As for this campaign, it takes place in Kil Tahira, or the Phalanx, and specifically they're in Upper Loft, though you won't see that on the map. Again, like I said, perhaps there might be a delay for next week, depending on if we get these characters together and if I kind of organize my stuff. So expect that that's possible, but I'm going to do my best that it doesn't happen. But other than that, have a good night, and I will see you all in the next stream.
Don't murder people.
Bye.
In real life, it's okay in D&D.
Don't try
Kill
that at home,
everyone.
kids. Have a good night, and take care.
Bye.